In the tumultuous and strife-ridden region of Amhara, a relentless and multifaceted conflict continues to unfold, pitting various factions against each other. The situation remains highly fluid, with sporadic reports streaming in from different fronts, painting a grim picture of the ongoing hostilities. In the Tama Br, Armenia, Asfacho, Ankoba, Sholameda, and Rasa regions, all nestled in northern Shua, a fierce and unrelenting battle rages on between the Amhara forces and the Fano militia on one side and the Ethiopian National Defense Forces, ENDF, on the other. Both sides claim victories in different areas, showcasing the complexity of the struggle and the ever-changing territorial dynamics. Meanwhile, in the Game and Kongan districts, as well as Minjar, also situated in northern Shua, the ENDF, Oromo Regional Forces, Oromo Militia, and the notorious Oromo Kiro gang persist in their relentless attacks. These areas remain under the control of the Fano forces, who assert that they have successfully repelled the onslaught. The situation in these regions remains precarious, with a constant ebb and flow of conflict. In Gasai, located in Gonda, another fierce battleground has emerged, with Fano forces reportedly inflicting heavy casualties on ENDF troops and Amhara militias. Shockingly, they managed to destroy 3 military trucks, although visual confirmation of this incident is yet to emerge. Simultaneously, in Guna, Gayant, and Kemir Dingay, also located in Gonda, a protracted and high-intensity conflict persists between the ENDF and Amhara militias. The atmosphere in these regions is charged with tension, and the outcome of these clashes remains uncertain. Adding to the complexity of the situation, in Koladeba, situated in Gonda, an unknown group of armed individuals launched a brazen attack on a police station. Tragically, this attack resulted in the loss of several Amhara civilians' lives, further deepening the sense of insecurity in the area. On a different note, in Debre Marcos, Dembeka, Finote Salam, Tilili, and Dega Damot, Abiy Ahmed's Oromo government has taken a drastic step by shutting down all communication networks. This move has raised concerns among local residents, as it suggests that more reinforcements may be on their way, potentially escalating the conflict further. In a shocking development in Bahir Dar, located in Gojam, the 8th Circuit Deputy Police Chief, Commander Workane, has been tragically assassinated. This incident underscores the volatility of the security situation in the region and the dangers faced by those in positions of authority. In yet another twist in northern Shua, Fano forces have managed to capture Colonel Amare Getane, the leader of the Amhara riot police. This development could have significant implications for the ongoing conflict dynamics in the region. In a recent and highly significant development on the Ethiopian conflict front, it has been reported that Amhara forces, particularly the notorious Fano militia, have successfully encircled and engaged 3 Ethiopian National Defense Force, ENDF, brigades in the Akesta Wollo region. This engagement marks a crucial turning point in the ongoing conflict, as it underscores the ever-intensifying hostilities between various factions in Ethiopia. The latest reports indicate that this intense confrontation has resulted in significant casualties and losses for the ENDF and allied Oromo soldiers. Preliminary accounts suggest that over 200 NDF and Oromo soldiers have been captured by the Amhara Fano forces. Among those captured are 6 high-ranking military officers whose identities and positions are yet to be confirmed. The capture of such officers is likely to have a substantial impact on the ENDF's operational capabilities in the region. Furthermore, the Amhara Fano forces have not only succeeded in capturing a substantial number of enemy combatants, but have also inflicted severe material damage on the opposing side. It is reported that 3 armored personnel carriers, APCs, have been destroyed during the fighting, effectively crippling the mobility and defensive capabilities of the encircled brigades. Additionally, several military trucks have been rendered inoperable, thereby hindering logistics and supply lines. The casualties on the ENDF and Oromo side are reported to be in the hundreds, with exact numbers still under verification due to the fluid nature of the conflict. The loss of such a significant number of soldiers and equipment, coupled with the capture of high-ranking officers, is undoubtedly a severe setback for the government forces in the Akesta-Wolo region. As the situation continues to evolve rapidly, it remains to be seen how the Ethiopian government will respond to this grave development. The encirclement and subsequent engagements in Akesta-Wolo represent a critical episode in the ongoing Ethiopian conflict, with far-reaching implications for the balance of power and the prospects of a resolution in this deeply divided nation. As the conflict in the Amhara region continues to evolve, the situation remains highly precarious and marked by uncertainty. The tragic loss of life, the displacement of civilians, and the ever-shifting battle lines serve as a grim reminder of the deep-seated tensions and complex web of factors fueling this protracted conflict. International attention and efforts toward peace and stability in the region are urgently needed to mitigate further suffering and loss. In recent developments, the situation in the Amhara region of Ethiopia has taken a concerning turn, as reports indicate that Fano, a prominent Amhara youth group, has been receiving a significant influx of weapons from the Ethiopian National Defense Forces, ENDF. What is particularly striking is that these weapons are reportedly being distributed not only to Fanos themselves, but also to local farmers and various militias operating in the region. This development has profound implications for the ongoing conflict in Ethiopia and underscores the complex dynamics at play. It is essential to contextualize this situation by recalling the Ethiopian government's primary objective in initiating the war on the Amhara region. One of the central goals was to disarm the Amhara population, ostensibly as part of broader security measures. It was alleged that prior to the outbreak of hostilities, failed Marshal Berhanu Jilo, a key figure within the Ethiopian military establishment, conveyed in a private meeting with officials from the Oromo Prosperity Party that he intended to disarm not only individual Amhara men, but also strip entire Amhara communities of their weapons. Fast forward 5 weeks into the full-scale war, and it becomes apparent that this strategy has not only failed, but has seemingly backfired. The Amhara region, far from being disarmed, has experienced a surge in the modernization of weaponry within the ranks of Fanos and other groups sympathetic to the Amhara cause. This development challenges the initial assumptions of the Ethiopian government and underscores the resilience and resourcefulness of local actors in the face of adversity. The Oromuma government's foray into the Amhara region, which was ostensibly aimed at addressing various political and security concerns, has inadvertently contributed to the bolstering of Amhara armed groups. This phenomenon represents a significant shift in the balance of power within the region and further complicates the already intricate web of alliances and rivalries in Ethiopia's ongoing conflicts. The consequences of this weaponization of the Amhara population are multifaceted and could potentially escalate the conflict in the region. It raises concerns about the potential for increased violence, further displacement of civilians, and the destabilization of an already fragile humanitarian situation. Additionally, it underscores the urgent need for diplomatic and peaceful resolutions to the conflicts plaguing Ethiopia, as the proliferation of arms and the empowerment of various armed groups only serve to deepen the existing crisis. In conclusion, the situation in the Amhara region, characterized by the distribution of weapons to Fanos and local militias, represents a significant development in the ongoing conflict in Ethiopia. It highlights the unintended consequences of the Ethiopian government's strategy and the complex dynamics at play in the region. The path to peace and stability in Ethiopia remains uncertain, emphasizing the critical importance of international efforts to mediate and find lasting solutions to the country's multifaceted challenges.